where a beautiful display of color and scents comes to Knoxville. The Smoky Mountain Orchid Society show is this weekend. Emily Stroud went to Stanley's greenhouse in South Knoxville where they're setting up for the show.
TV does not do this justice. The orchids are beautiful. Bob Lauf is the vice president of the Smoky Mountain Orchid Society. You guys are just setting up. What still has to be done before tomorrow?
We're putting together all the lists for the judges. Judges judge orchids by category. So we take all these beautiful orchids that each exhibitor has, and we put out a list that teases out all the categories for the judges. They'll be judging in the morning. They judge the exhibits. They judge the individual plants. If there's a award quality, or the blooms are larger than others, or better color, whatever. So the judges are trained to look for all of these things, and so that's what they go for. The exhibit as a whole gets an award for the beauty, the aesthetics, and all that, and then the individual plants are awarded based on points. It's kind of like judging a dog show.
Except a lot prettier than a dog show.
No
now for those of us who are interaction with orchid is buying them at the grocery store, it's kind of intimidating. What does it take to be a successful orchid grower?
Very little. Most of these are plants that grow, in the wild, hanging in a tree someplace with no human attention at all. So all you have to do is give them the same kind of environment they're accustomed to, and they're just fine. They're not particularly delicate plants. Many of these are very, very tough. They're easy to grow, and of course that's why you have a society like ours. You can come and learn what kinds of orchids there are, which ones are easy to grow, which ones are more difficult to grow, because people in the club grow all different kinds. So you can find somebody who's an expert at growing the particular kind of orchid that you want to grow.
If somebody wants to get involved with the Orchid Society, what should they do?
Come to our October meeting and get acquainted. It'll be the fourth Thursday in October. That's the last meeting of the year, and then we'll start again in January. But you'll find it's a nice bunch of people. They're happy to share their knowledge. They'll invite you to come to their greenhouse and see how they do it. We have nothing to hide. We're happy to help anybody do this successfully, because we all learned from other people when we were starting out. So that's the way the society is supposed to work.
Bob Lauf, thank you so much. If you can't wait till October, come on down here to the show and sale at Stanley's Greenhouse. It is Saturday from 9 to 5 and Sunday from noon to 4. It is the Smoky Mountain Orchid Society show.